Okay, everybody, Assalamu alaikum. I already start the recording of this meeting and I already share my screen with you. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Okay, good. So
Share
today
the
we have
screen,
the
Mr.
seminar.
Mr. You
Yes.
share the screen. We can see this screen right now.
We cannot see the screen shared.
Yeah.
I will share it again.
You want to share
the
presentation or do you want to share what?
Screen.
Screen only?
Yeah, everything will be. See.
Yes, share screen.
So now you can see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
This one.
You again
Just listen. Wait.
Yes. Yes, hello everybody. So now my voice is clear?
Yes, Mr. It's clear.
Okay. So all of us, the lecture from computer engineering, we are going to give the seminar of Python libraries. Each one is going to be participate here to explain some libraries related to the Python. The number one staff, Miss Amira. She is the senior lecturer in computer engineering. She is going to introduce the Python libraries, why they are important, and why they are useful for the programmers. Then the next staff, Mr. Divyankar and Mr. Yusuf, they are going to introduce the NumPy libraries with some examples. Then the next staff is Miss Alam Al-Ghafri. She is going to introduce the Turtle graphics libraries with Mr. Fala. Then Matplotlib library I am going to be explain with some examples. Then the Python files is going to explain by Miss Anne. So each staff they are going to take around 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to call to Miss Amira. Please start the introduction of Python libraries. I already shared the screen with you. Yes, Madam Amira, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you, Mr. Munawar. So, inshallah ta'ala, as Mr. Munawar, he said, he is actually the coordinator of the computer programming course. I am going, inshallah, to explain to you about the chapter 7 of Python libraries. After all of us, we will finish from chapter 7. It will be the turn of Miss Anne to move to chapter 6 about the files. Okay, Mr. Munawar, go to the next slide, please. Mr. Munawar?
Yes, I will share the slide. Yes, you can start.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Falah.
Yes.
So, inshallah ta'ala, the topics which are going, inshallah, to be discussed here in this chapter are about introduction about the importance of Python libraries for programmers and what are the common use libraries and some of the explanations about some of the common mentioned libraries. And then, inshallah ta'ala, the rest of the staff are going to be explaining each of the libraries, some of them, I mean, of these libraries with some of the examples, inshallah ta'ala, to understand about some of the libraries. Next, please. Mr. Falah.
Yes.
Okay, so here about the importance of Python libraries for programmers. The Python libraries, they are actually a set of some important or useful functions which are going to eliminate the need of writing the codes from the scratch or from the beginning. Actually, we are having around 137,000 Python libraries which are present nowadays, and they are actually playing very important role in our life for different fields. Like, for example, we are going to use some of these libraries for developing in machine learning, data science, data visualizations, image and data manipulation applications, and more. For example, if I will speak about the machine learning that you are going to make some of the algorithms, you will write them, you can use Python library and also with the codes to make the computer or the machine and understand whatever the data stored in, and then it will learn by itself and it will work according to that. Also, we can use the libraries for extracting some of the important information, for manipulating some of the applications, or for, like, for example, fixing some of the images or some of the changes. Next, please. Mr. Falah. Okay. Some of the commonly used libraries we are having, like TensorFlow, Matplotlib, Pandas, NumPy, Requestes, FastAPI, Scikit-learn, and also we are having some other also more three which are commonly used nowadays. We have also Pygame, PyTorch, PyBrain, and Turtle graphics. So some of these here we are having that we are going to use them to import some of the, like, we can use for importing some of the mathematical codes. Why we need mathematical codes? For the calculations, like, for example, if you want to use square root, or to use like a code for max, minimum, whatever these things, you can use the library which is the math for importing. And also we are having some are used for high level computations, and also for extracting or getting the data from the websites, and also if we want to develop some of the video games and so on. Now I will give some explanations about some of the libraries. I will start first of all with the TensorFlow. It is developed by Google, and it is considered as open source library which is used for high level computations, which I have said before. In computations, it means calculations. Also, we can use it in the machine learning and deep learning. Also, I have mentioned the meaning of machine learning before. And for the deep learning, also it is a branch of machine learning. Okay, now I will move to the second library, which is FastPy. It is a modern fast, which is with the high performance work, which is used for web frame work for building APIs with the Python also we can use. And the third library we have Pygame. It is used for developing video games, which is needed for using computer graphics and audio libraries along with the Python language. Now I will give the turn to Dr. Devi Ankar, and thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I share my screen? I want to show some examples by running, okay? I will share my screen now. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So I was saying these all libraries has application in machine learning. Can any one of you can give me any example of machine learning? Yes, students. Are you using machine learning nowadays? Any one example? Any one of you? Hello. Okay, no problem. See, I will start now. NumPy is basically, we call it numerical Python. The use of NumPy is to manage large amount of data, specifically numbers. If you have some data in the form of numbers, large amount of data, and you want to manipulate it, you can use NumPy. And it is a very famous library, actually. Many researchers, many engineers are using whenever they have a lot of data in form of numbers, they are using NumPy. So basically, by using NumPy, what you can do, you can create arrays. What is an array? Array is the collection of same type of data. Okay, like you heard about list. List is the collection of different type of data. Array is the collection of similar type of data. Like here we can see we have 1D array, we have 2D array, and we have 3D. 1D yani one dimension, 2D means 2 dimension, 3D means 3 dimension. Even we can create 4 dimension also, 5 dimension also, there is no limit. But most of the time up to 3D is enough for your applications. So this is 1D array. We can see here we have only 1 dimension like a row. It has 4 elements. So we can say this is a 1D array with 4 elements. The size is 4. This is a 2D array, like a table, matrix. It has 2 rows and 3 columns. So the size is 2 by 3. And this is 3D array. Like we can say here we have 4 rows, 3 columns, and 2 is the depth. So we have 3 dimension. It is like a cube. Okay. And the main thing in NumPy is there is one object we called it ND array. Basically, whenever you will create an array by using NumPy, the data type of that object will be ND array. And it is very flexible, and it is basically a container for large data sets, and it is very fast. Maybe 10 times more faster if you will use list, or you will use any other way of storing your data. And if you are using NumPy, your program will run very fast, and even it will take less memory. So this is some brief idea about NumPy. Now we will see some examples. Okay. I will show you by running these examples. See, this is Jupyter Notebook. Okay. This is the first line we have to write, import NumPy.
Sorry, can't hear you clear.
The name of the package. NumPy. Whenever you have to use NumPy, you will import it like this. And now further you will use NP. So this function np.arange 10. What it will do, it will create one array like range function in for loop, what we discussed before. You can see the output. It will start from 0. It will go up to 9. So this is a 1D NumPy array. We can see the type. It is not the list or anything. It is like an. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Voice not clear? इसको बंद कर दे AC. Wi-Fi issue. This lab. Wi-Fi issue.
Yes, Mr.
You cannot hear me, guys. There are no voice.
We can hear you, but before 1 minute it was lagging.
Okay, maybe I can move to somewhere else. Just
but it's fine right now. It's fine.
We are 104 there. Okay, I will break. Just wait. Charge here. Okay. Come here. Okay, guys. So this was very small example. I will take another example. Here. I will just run these two. Okay. Okay, guys. Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, Mr. We can hear you.
Okay. Now see this example. Here, what we are doing. No mouse. No need of mouse here. For me, it's better like this. Okay. Now see this function. What it will do? It will create a NumPy array of zeros. 2D array. 5 rows and 6 columns. Okay. You can see here. It is a 2D NumPy array. It has 5 rows, 6 columns, and all are filled with zeros. If you will write once, it will create again 2D array with 5 rows and 6 columns with ones. Okay. And you can do whatever you want. Even you can create an NP array by using a list. See now in this example, we have a list. Automatically it will be converted to 1D array. You can see now. X is not, yes, X is not the list. Hello. Okay. Now see another example, guys. This is a list inside list. Okay, we have 2D list here. Yeah. I cannot hear you guys. Any doubt here?
There is no doubt, Mr.
Okay, so it will create now. You can see here we have a list inside list. So it will create a 2D array. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns and 2 rows. Okay. Even and what is the use of these 2 functions? Actually, we have lot of functions. And you can do as you want. See, first function will tell you the shape of the X. So it is a 2D array, 2 rows, 4 columns. And what is the use of AND-dim? It will tell you number of dimensions. So this is a 2D array, it will show you 2. Okay. Just some more example, that's it. Yeah. Okay, guys, see this one. What it will do here? What is the output here? You can see here we have 3 lists. Hello. Here we have 3 lists. List inside list, again list inside list. So it will create now 3D array. Okay, you can see the dimension and shape. Run it. What is the dimension here? We have two arrays of 2 by 3. 2, 2, 3. Number of dimension is 3. Okay. Yes, guys. Any question you want to ask? Any one of you? Okay. Now, my friend Mr. Yusuf will explain you further. Yes.
Sharing screen? You're sharing?
Yeah, yes.
Sharing. Assalamu alaikum and good morning, guys. Can you see me? Okay. My friend Dr. Divyankar, he already finished with the examples of how to create an array with zeros, ones, and how to create array using lists. Also multiple dimension. What I'll be doing in another few minutes is I'll just take a couple of examples of arithmetic operation with the arrays. First, we'll see how to add 2 arrays. So in this example, you did this?
No. This year I did only.
Okay. So you see here, there are 2 arrays as discussed by Dr. Divyankar. You can use list to create arrays, np.array. This A1 is a 1D array with the element 7, -4, 3, 5, 6, 0, -2. And there is also a second array, A2, with the elements as shown. Now, if you want to add these 2 arrays, you will just use the plus operator. This will add the elements array element wise. Yani it will add 7 with 4. So you get a third array A with the first element as 11. Similarly, the second element will be, can I use 1 second? Okay. So it will add 7 with 4, and you get the third element as first element of the resulting array as 11. Similarly, it will add 9 with -4. You get 5 as the answer. That will be the second element in the result array, and so on. So you already have this.
You want to run it?
Yes.
The notebook.
Okay. So let me show this in the Jupyter notebook.
Yeah.
Here. Okay. Okay. You see the result of the program here. You see here the resulting array. What you see here is the resulting array, the array which is A here in our case. So it will have the result of the addition of the two arrays. So if you see here 7 plus 4, which is 11, this is this element. 9 minus 4 is 5, this is second element, and so on. So this is a simple addition of two arrays to create a third array and display that array. Okay, so it will add the elements, the arrays element wise. Sorry, it will add the arrays element wise, element by element. First element with the first element of the second array, second element with the second element of the second array, and so on. Okay, so that is the first example.
Mr. I can't hear you because Mr. Falah. Mr. Falah,
Mr.
can
Falah,
you
Sir Falah, can you please turn off your mic?
Yes.
Is it okay now, guys? Can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so this is an example of adding two arrays, two 1D arrays. Okay, you'll see there is only one dimension. So we'll look at another example. If you have any questions, you can always stop me in between. This is a simple example of finding the dimension, no arithmetic operation here. So if you see here, B and C are the two arrays, but the difference between B and C is that B is a one-dimensional array. So you have only one dimension. And C is an array of two dimension. Okay, you have two rows, and in each row you have three columns. So you have first row as 1, 2, 3, and the second row as 4, 5, 6. How do you differentiate between this array and the previous array? Because in the previous array you have only a pair of square brackets. Here you have two pair of square brackets. So first pair represents the first row, and second pair of brackets represents the second row. Okay, so this is already discussed. I will not discuss this. So let us go to the next operation, which is multiplication. Now this is a simple multiplication. Shift F. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so look at the program. As usual, discussed in the previous slides, you have to import the NumPy library and give it an alias or another name, NP. And we create two arrays here. A1 is equal to np.array. And if you see here clearly, it's a 2D array. A1 is a 2D array with the first row as 7, minus 4, 3, and 5. And the second row as 6, 0, minus 2, and 6. So this is one array. The array 2 is similar to the previous array in terms of dimension. It is again a 2D array with 2 rows and 4 columns. Now, when you use multiplication operator, and is a star operator with the two matrices here, it is called as matrix now, 2D array. It will simply multiply the elements, the arrays element-wise. So when I say element-wise, what does it do? It will multiply 7 with 4. It's element-wise multiplication. 7 with 4, and first row with the first array with the first row of the second array. So 7 with 4, you get 28. You will see the output here, 28. Then it will multiply minus 4 with 9. You get minus 36. 3 with minus 5. So first element of the first row of the first array, I repeat, first element of the first row of the first array with the first element of the first row of the second array. Similarly, second element of the first row of the first array with the second element of the first row with the second array. You need to practice, Yani. So it just goes on like this, 3 with 1. Sorry?
How did you get the last one 15? Before minus 15?
Before minus 15? Here,
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yes.
that is 5 with 3.
Okay.
5 with 3. So this is element-wise multiplication. Two arrays will be multiplied element-wise. Now, if you see here, you have 2 rows in the first array and 2 rows in the second array. It is also possible that you can have 1 row or different number of rows in different arrays. So the next example you see here is similar multiplication with the star operator. But if you see the difference here between this and the previous one, in the previous one, you have 2 rows. And in this one, you have 2 rows in the first array and 2 rows in the second array. But here in this case, you have one row in the first array and 2 rows in the second array. Now, this will not be an error because the Python does the multiplication here. What it will do here is it will take the first row and multiply with the first row of the second array. And next one, it will again take the first row with the second row of the second array. So basically 7 with 4, you get 28. Minus 4 with 9, you get minus 36. 3 with minus 5, minus 15. 5 with 3, 15. So just like the previous one. Now, since there is no one more row here, it goes on with the multiplication, but it will now multiply the same row with the second row of the next array. So it multiplies 7 with 7, you get 49. Minus 4 with 5, you get 20. So you can just try this. I will not run this example again. So the operator that we are using now is called as is a star operator. And the type of multiplication is called as element-wise multiplication. You multiply the element with element. Now, in most of the application, you will see not this simple multiplication. You will see something called as matrix multiplication. This is normally used in mathematics, in physics, or in computer graphics to model 2D, 3D type of things, where the matrix multiplication comes into picture, not the normal array multiplication. Now, everything is same here as the first example. You see here there is one array A with 2 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another array with 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and with elements 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Now, the type of multiplication, as I already told you, it is matrix multiplication. So we have to use the function called matmul that is available in NumPy. So we'll use this. The matmul indicates it is matrix multiplication. Okay, and which are the two matrices we are multiplying, A and B. So we have to specify what are the matrices we are using, and NP to indicate it is available in NumPy, and the function name is matmul. Now there is a condition for doing this kind of multiplication. If you violate the condition, you get error. The condition is number of rows or number of columns in the first array. Number of columns in the first array should be same as the number of rows in the second array. This is the condition. Okay. And if you how does multiplication happen? Now, it will multiply the first row of the first array. Listen to me carefully. It will multiply the first row of the first array with the first column of the second array and does the summation. You understand? It will multiply the whole row. This is not element-wise multiplication. Please remember, unlike the previous example, this is matrix multiplication. How it works? It will multiply the first row with the first column of the second array and does the summation. What do you mean by summation? Something like this. 1 multiplied with 1. Is it clear? 1 multiplied with 1 plus this 2 multiplied with 0 plus this 3 multiplied with 1. So 1 star 1 gives you 1 plus 2 star gives you 2 star 0 gives you 0 plus 3 star 1 gives you 3. So it is 1 plus 3, which is 4. You see here, this is 4. So it's not element wise. It multiplies the whole row with the whole column of the second row or second matrix, sorry, and does the summation. So you can say it is element wise. Yes, element wise, but it does the multiplication or addition also. So it does the summation. So I repeat, first row of the first array with the first column of the second array and does the summation. So what about the second element? That will be the first element here in the result array. That will be the first element. Now for the second one, it will multiply the first row with the second column of the second array. First row of the first array with the second column of the second array, and that will be the second element in the resultant matrix. Okay, so it's like 1 multiplied with 1. You see here, 1 multiplied with 1 plus 2 multiplied with 1 plus 3 multiplied with 1. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3. It's going to be 6 here. Okay. Similarly, first row with the last column here. Last column here. So it goes on like this with the second row also. So it will take the whole second row, multiply with all the columns, and does the summation, and the result is stored here. So let me repeat, the condition is the number of columns in the first matrix should be same as the number of rows in the second matrix. If you violate this, you will get error. For example, if I put one more row here, okay, or one more column here, let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and I try to multiply that with this array, it gives you error saying that wrong dimension in the resultant array. Okay, so okay, that's it. So we have discussed 3 examples of NumPy array. One is simple addition of 2 matrices, element-wise addition. Second one is here, this one, multiplication, element-wise multiplication. And the third main example was matrix multiplication. You cannot use the star operator here. You must use the function mathmul, and you have to specify which matrice. The resulting matrix will be C in this case. That's it. If you have any questions, you can ask. Just listening to this seminar is not enough. You need to practice. This PowerPoint will be shared with you. You can practice, as already discussed by Mr. Manawar at the start. Okay, that's it from my side. If okay, who's doing this? Okay, Miss Akhlam will start this Python Turtle graphics library. Thank you very much.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. You can hear my voice?
Yes, miss.
I have to share my PowerPoint or we will use the common one?
Share your screen, madam, better. It will take only 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Share your screen, I think.
Okay.
If you're happy with it.
You can see the screen, right?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so okay, then I will start the speaking about the Turtle library in Python. So this library, we use it for designing graphics. Let me just make it bigger. So as introduction, what is the Turtle graphics? It's a powerful tool that is used to create interactive graphics and animations, and it allows you to draw shapes, to move the objects on the screen, and also to change the color and the appearance of the symbol by using the simple commands. So it's very simple commands. You can use it for designing some graphics. The features of using the Turtle library, we say we can use it for drawing the shapes. Yani you can create interactive design by drawing circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, and also by using the lines. Also, we can use it as second features for moving the object on the screen by move it forward or backward, left or right, and also with some angles. And the third features is changing the colors and the appearance. You can change the color of the pen. You can change also the appearance by using some patterns or some pictures also. You need to know the basic syntax and functionalities like installing and importing the Turtle to the Turtle objects to the code. By also, you need to know how to move the Turtle object and how to create the Turtle object and how to draw the shapes and lines using the commands of this purpose. Here are the basic commands. First of all, we have here Turtle, the first one. When you write the word or the keyword Turtle and between the bracket, you don't need to put anything. By using this command, you will create a new object or a new Turtle. Also, you can change the shape of that object from Turtle to anything else. not necessarily يعني it is turtle, but the default shape is the turtle. So first, to create the object, we use this command, and then to move the object, we can use the forward, the backward, the right, and the left. To move the object forward, you have to write the keyword forward, and between the brackets you put the distance, how much you need, how much the distance to move it in that direction. So specified distance you have to put between the bracket. For moving the object backward, you have to put also the distance between the bracket, and to move it to the right, means clockwise, you have to put the angle, means how much angle is you put between the bracket. To move it to the left, or to turn, this is right and left, it's not moving, it is like turning, means we use the forward and the backward for moving, like in the right or left is for turning the turtle clockwise or counterclockwise. So right, we use it to move the object to the right side, and left means clockwise, and left we use it to turn the turtle to the counterclockwise. You put the angle, how much between the bracket. Usually whenever default setting for this object, whenever it is moving, it has a pen under this turtle and it will draw. That pen is drawing. So whenever you don't want to draw, you have to take this pen up. So you will use the code or the keyword pen up, and you didn't need to put any parameters between the bracket, only write pen up, and then it will pick up the turtle pen. So no drawing. Whenever you want to return back this pen and make it again writing, then you have to use pen down. Pen down, that means the pen will start writing again or drawing again. Pen color, we use it to change the color, and between the brackets you will put the parameter, means the code of the color or the name of the color. Usually it is the code. So changing the color of the turtle by using pen color. Then you can also change the thickness of the pen by using pen size. Between the brackets you will put the width, how much the thickness you want for your object, for the pen. Then we have also go to and step pose. Means sit position. Sit position or go to, and between the brackets you will put two values. The first value is for the position in X-ray, and the second value is for the position in Y-ray. So you will put 2 points here, it will go to that point. And also sit position is the same, it will move the turtle to the position whatever you mention according to the X and Y value. When you write home and you don't put anything between the brackets, that means it will return to the default position of the object, which is 0 and 0. Dot, whenever you need to leave a dot in the current position, means you reach to some position and you want to draw a point or a dot. So you use dot, open and close bracket. Circle, you can draw the circle by giving the radius between the brackets. There are 3 things you can put between the bracket, but usually we use a radius. You give how much the radius of the circle between bracket, it will draw the circle. Extend, sometimes we use it whenever we want to draw a part of the circle, not a full circle. Means if you put as example a radius as 7 and extend as 90, that means it will draw a quarter of the circle. If you put extent as 180, it will draw half of the circle, and that's it. If you want full circle, no need to use for extend and steps. You can as you see here, it is none. Sometimes by default, يعني, you can use only the radius. It's enough. We have also title, and between the bracket, you write the string, whichever you want the title of your turtle window. You can also title your window, the window of this يعني turtle. Done. Whenever you finish all the commands about using this graphical library, the last statement of the program, you write done. So it will يعني finish the program. Here are some advanced functionalities and features also can be used using the this turtle library by controlling the turtle bin. يعني controlling this by how the movement, how the color, يعني what color, what thickness. So this is some of the functionalities. Working with the color and fillings, you can change the color and discover how many colors you can use, and then you can create also some graphics and creating some complex patterns and design also using the repeating of the codes, or make this codes inside the loops so it will repeat the movement. The basic turtle programs, مثلا, you can write a program to draw a square or any basic shape like square, rectangle, triangle, circle. You can also use to create a spiral. Spiral means you will display the code and move it from one position to another, so it will be like repeating also. And designing a star as example, also you can use it using this library. And here are some fun projects and applications using this library, and these are like more complex. You can create geometric shapes. You can also draw fractals, and maybe also implementing some simple games using this graphic اللي هي الturtle library. And I think Mr. Falah, he will explain you some examples means with the codes, and you will see how the result will be more fun يعني. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Ahlam. Please, I will share my window.
Yes. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Assalamu alaikum, dear colleagues. Good morning, everyone. I will give two main examples, and we will try to modify using turtle graphics. طبعا, it can be, as Ms. Ahlam said, we can use a turtle graphics library for creating different shapes, different animations. Okay, I will take one example, first example. Okay. We will use turtle graphics library to draw a square of a size 100 by 100 with red color at a position 0, 0. Okay. Now, first we have to import a turtle. Usually, as my colleague said, when you want to use any Python library to your program, you should import it. When you import any library, you will get all the methods, all the variables, all the constant, everything, every abilities in that library, you will get it in your program. It will be ready to be used in your program. So you have to import a turtle, because we will use a turtle library in this example. Then we have to create object for our graphics. Okay, we will use a turtle. We'll use a turtle function. This function. We will use this function. We will use a turtle function. Sorry. We will use a turtle function. We will use this function. This function. This function. Turtle function. We will use it. Okay, to create an object. We will name it as square, for example. You can't give any name to the object, So square will be used to draw our graphics in the program. We will use square. We can give a title using a title, okay, from turtle. Turtle, it is a method. Title, it is a method that enable you to give any title to your graphics. We will give it as red square, for example, red square. This will be the title of our graphics. Then we will set the position. See, SQ dot. This is the object. We will always use the object name. Our object will be SQ. SQ, as I told you, object name. You can give any name to your object. Any name to your object. SQ dot set position. We will use the method or the function set position to put the position of the turtle. From which position we can start. 0, 0, it means from the center of the screen. From the center of the screen. Okay, you can get position, for example, 50, 50. Okay, the start will be shifted 50 pixel to the right and 50 pixel up, and so we can give position minus position. Okay, however, position 0, 0, it will be considered as x equals 0 and y equals 0. It is in the middle of the screen. We will start our object. We will select the pen size. The pen size, it will enable you to select the thickness of the line. Thickness of the line. Which thickness you want? 5, 1, 2, 10, 100. Okay, this is the thickness of the line that we will draw. Okay, you can select the color of the pen: red, green, blue, okay, violet, any color you want. Okay, white, black, different colors. Now we can, in our program, we want to draw a square. We want to draw what? A square. I will show you. This is the square. This is the square that we want to draw. Okay, this is the square that we do. Okay. This square can be drawn in different method. We can draw it line by line. Okay, yani we can draw SQ dot forward or backward. Okay, whichever we will move the turtle, whichever side we will move the turtle, either forward or backward. However, in order to reduce repetition of the statements in our program, we will use a loop. A loop will enable you to repeat part of a program a number of times. Okay, what I want to draw, I want to draw 4 lines. Okay, no need to write 4 times. Okay, I have to repeat the statement 4 times. I can use loop. Loop. One of the loops in Python is the for loop. The for loop, it will enable you to repeat a part of a program any number of times. 10 times, 100 times, 400 times, 1 million times. You are free. We want to draw a square. A square has 4 sides. Then I have to repeat my loop 4 times. I will write 4. This is the name of the loop, for loop. I will put a variable in range 4. In range 4, it means I will count 4 times. I will count 4 times. You will study if you have studied for loop, I will count 0, 1, 2, 3. However, I is a counter that will count 4 times. That will count what? 4 times. So the loop will repeat 4 times. Yes, because we have a square. Square has 4 sides. We have to repeat this part of the program. We will move the turtle forward. Forward, it means to what? Forward, it means to right. To right. Forward to right. Okay? So it will move 100 pixels to the right. Then we will turn the turtle right. We'll turn the turtle what? Right. Right, it means clockwise. Clockwise. So the next line, clockwise, the turtle will turn clockwise. So the next line will be down. Will be what? Down. Okay, it will be down. This will repeat it 4 times. Every time the turtle move forward 100, then it will turn like this, okay? Then it will turn right and draw forward. Then it will turn right and go forward. Then it will turn right and go what? Forward. So it will perform, it will draw a square. It will draw a square. Okay? Turtle dot done. This is the end usually of any turtle program. Okay. Now I will show you how this program will be run. This program, we will run this program and see how it will draw the square, how it will draw a square. Okay. Now, I will ask you a question. I want to draw 2 squares. I want to draw two squares. I want the second square will be drawn above. What changes I will make in my program to draw another square? I will modify my program not to draw 1 square, to squares, okay? 1 above each other. The second square will appear above. What change I will have to do in a program? طبعا, I have to repeat 4. 4 must be repeated again. Okay? What I will change? What I will change in my program? Who can answer me? What I will change? Is I have to change this to backward, or I have changed this to left instead of right, so that the mouse will, the turtle will turn. The turtle will turn not clockwise, but anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. What do you think? Who can answer me? Huh? Who can answer me? I want to draw a second square. Any student? Now this is the solution. See? Same from the same position. Again, it's no change. I will change, for example, the color to blue. I will change the color to blue. Then again, I have to repeat my loop 4 times because it's square 4 sides. Instead of turning the turtle right here, I will turn it left. I will turn it with what? Left. So the second square will be above the first square. Let us see. Let us see. See, this is the first square. Now, turtle will turn what? Will turn left for the second square. When the turtle will turn left, huh? The draw, see the draw? The draw anti-clockwise. يعني عكس عقارب الساعة. Anti-clockwise. While the first draw right, it will be clockwise. It will be what? Clockwise. It will be clockwise. Here, it will be anti-clockwise. See the square, how the first square, the second square, the turtle is moving anti-clockwise. Now, I want to do another change. I want to draw another 2 squares, but to the left of the first square. What I will do? Who can answer me? I want to add another 2 squares, not to the right, to the left. same code. Okay, I will repeat same code. هذا I will repeat same code. طبعا I can change the color, but it is instead of moving, I want to the left. Instead of moving the turtle forward, I will move it backward. I will move it what? Backward. When it will move backward, okay, the draw will be to the left. The draw will be what? To the left, not to the right of the screen. See, this is second. Now see, the turtle is moving what? Backward. The turtle is moving what? Backward. Then the third one, okay, it moved backward. For the first time, it will move clockwise, see, for the green, while the violet, it will move anti-clockwise. So you can modify this program to do different. See, if we concentrate on our program, see, it starts off the same point. Who can tell me why it starts from the same point always? Why? Who can tell me? It is not starting from different point. Because position, very good. The position is the same. We said the position 0, 0. Always it will return after completing the drawing to its position 0, 0. طبعا you can draw one line. You can draw one line. But since we are drawing a square, okay, it will return the same position and we are not changing the position. Now let us go to another. Program. If we want to draw circles, center circles. Okay, center circle يعني small circle inside bigger circle inside bigger circle. Also, we have to import the turtle. We will create an object. For our graph. We will name it circle. Even you name it Ahmed, any name you can give to the object, no problem. Okay, we use title. We will use title, center circle. We select the pen size. We will select the pen color, green. We will set the position to 0, 0. We will draw the first circle. From the with a radius. What? 50. طبعا the circle we can draw part of the circle. يعني curve, just part. يعني نص قوس مثلا. Okay, if we specify a second parameter. Also, we can draw it a complete circle, or for example يعني مضلع. We can say مثلا polygon. We can draw also polygon, not only circle. Okay, now after drawing the first circle, we will move our pen up. Why, Mr. Our pen up? Because since we want circle centered, okay, center circle, you must change the position. We want to just change what? The position. Otherwise, the pen will start from the same point, 0, 0. So we will set it up, okay? Then we will change the position. Then we will get it down. Mister, change the position without up or down. No. If you change the position without setting the pen up, it will draw a line. It will draw what? A line while it is changing the position. طبعا, if I have time, I will show you if we... Okay, so we will change the position and get the pen down, draw the next circle with radius, for example, 100. Again, we will change the position. Now, let us see our program. Program on Thony. This is the program. As I said, we will run the program. شوف, see, Because we are changing the position. See the start of the circle. See the start of the turtle. How it will start. You should be very clever when you draw different diagrams. Okay, you have to change the position so that if I remove here, for example, a set position, if I remove a set position here, what will occur? What will occur? See what will occur when it move to the next line. Okay, see shape will be totally different. Why? Because I didn't change the position. If I change the position but without removing the pen up, I am changing the position. See, it will draw a line. To draw what? And maybe it is useful for some diagrams. If you specialize mechanical engineering, maybe you can do different diagrams. We can do different diagrams. Okay. So we have to set our pen up while changing the position. This is very, very important. Very important. Now I will ask you a question. If I want to draw from the same point, what I will do? Who can answer me? From the same point. No need for changing the position. No need for changing the position, okay, at all. And no need pen up, pen down. It will return the same point. So I will draw first circle, second circle, and third circle. Okay, who can tell me the turtle is moving clockwise or anti-clockwise, huh? Who can tell me?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. How can I make the turtle move clockwise? Who can tell me? Very simple. It is written in the presentation. Okay, you put minus. You put what? Minus. Radius minus. Radius minus. It will go down. It will go down. It will draw down. Minus. It means الماينس يعني minus x minus y, sorry, minus y, it is down. It will draw see this, it will draw clockwise. So we have now two circles, one clockwise. It's starting from the same position. Okay, there, for example, it will move. Why? Because I put a minus. Mister, can we use loops? Yes, we can use loop also for loop, but it needs some tricks from you. It needs some tricks for you. Okay, we can use what we call nested loop. We can use what is called nested loop, so that you can nest your simplify your program. Instead that the program will be long, you can make a very short program to draw complex shapes. Okay, who has a question? Okay, any question, dear student? Now, Mr. Munawwar, inshallah, we will start with the next Matplotlib library, Python. Okay, you can continue. No, can't need.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, dear students. Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am going to explain to you Matplotlib library. This library, it is really very, very important. This library is going to use to draw the graphs. Okay. Line graph, bar chart, pie chart, as per our requirement. So how we can do that? We are going to be learn now. So this matplot library is going to create the static, animated, and interactive charts. This library, it is not installed already in our editor. It is called Thony. If you want to use this library, we need to install it. So these are the steps are written to install this library. We need to open the Thony editor, go to the tool, manage packages, click on this, and then search this library in this text box. Click on the button, search button. Then this library, it will be appearing top of the list. Select this and click on install. Then you are able to install this library. Then you can use it, this library, there defined methods, functions belongs to this library to draw the line chart. You can draw the pie chart, bar chart, histogram, and so on and so forth. So I will teach you also how we can install it. When we will take the example, I will show you each and everything. Now just move on to the next slide. What are the different type of plots we can design by using this library? It is called matplotlib library. We can design line plot, histogram, bar chart, you know the bar chart, scatter plot, pie chart, and the box plot. So these kind of plots we can easily design with the help of this library, matplotlib library. So this is the example here, question. We are going to be use a matplot library to draw the line plot. This is called line plot. You can see on the screen, line plot. Between the voltage is going to be represented with the variable V, and the current is going to be represented with a variable A. So for that, we are going to be draw the line plot. So here is the value of the electricity and the voltage, means the current voltage and current value is going to be given in the question. So here is the voltage reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 7. And we have the current readings 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2.2, 2.8, and so on and so forth. Based on these readings for the voltage and the current, we are going to be design the line plot. So how we can do this? We need to go to our Thony. We have to import this library. So as usual, you need to use a keyword import. Then you are able to import this library. Import matplotlib. This is the name of this library, matplotlib dot pie plot dot pie plot. Create the alias, means the another variable plt. So what is the meaning of this line? The import, it is going to be import this library. The name of this library is nothing but the matplotlib. This matplotlib library is going to use for data visualization. Data visualization. This is our data, the voltage and current. We want to visualize this data in the form of line plot. So this is the use of this library. So matplotlib library is going to use for data visualization. After that, dot pie plot, plot plot, pie plot. A pie plot is nothing but a module within the matplot library. Okay, as is a keyword just like the import. PLT, just we created the alias or the short variable name of this library, which we use it to import any predefined function from this library or any predefined method from this library to draw the line plot. So this is the very first line always to import any library in the Python. Now we need to get the data, reading data from the voltage and the current. So we will going to take V, let's say for the variable for the voltage, square bracket to store the data for the voltage. Voltage value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So which data structure I am using to store the value of the voltage? Do you know this data structure? We already done in the Python as a chapter number 3. So who want to tell me which data structure is this? Yes, dear students.
It is list.
Yes, very good. Mashallah, this is list data structure. This is the name of this list. V is equal to square bracket, and we store all the data for the voltage 1, 2, 3. All the value are going to be separated by comma. Then we are going to create another variable A for the current, and we are going to be store the data for the current into this another list. Let's say we have the data likewise decimal data 0.5, then 1, 1.5, 2, 2.2, 2.8. So how much data we stored till now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to store one more. Let's say 3. So we have 7 elements in this list. First list, which is going to be represent for the voltage. The second list is going to be represent for the current. It contain also 7 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now we are going to draw the line plot. So we will use a predefined method or predefined function. It is called the plot. So PLT, it is nothing but the alias or the variable. Okay. Dot plot. It is a predefined function or method from this library. It will contain 2 parameters. First parameter is represent to the x-axis. Second parameter is represent to the y-axis. So see this. This is nothing but the current value we are going to be represent as a x-axis, and the voltage we are going to represent as a y-axis to draw this line plot by the help of this library. So first value we are going to be pass as a x-axis. So x-axis is nothing but the value of the current. So we will going to be pass current. So current value is stored in a list A. So we will pass A, comma. Y-axis value is stored in variable V. So we will pass V. So is going to be contain 2 parameters. The first parameter for the x-axis, second parameter for the y-axis. X-axis is representing for the current list, which contain the value of the current, and V list is containing the voltage. Okay. After that, we want to give the label to our x-axis and the y-axis, as you seen here in this slide. The x-axis have some label current A something, representing what are the values. These value belongs to the x-axis for which type of data? Current data. So we need to label it. Similarly, we need to label the value for the y-axis. Then this is the label for the voltage. So through this we can easily identify which kind of data is this? Current data. And here for y-axis, which kind of data we have? Voltage. So we want to provide the label. So we will use the label for the x-axis as well as. Go to the next line. PLT alias dot y label label label. Give the value of the label here. Hello, sir. Single quote, double quote here.
Well,
Double quote, double quote.
Double quote.
Here. Yeah. Okay. So you are going to be label it. So you can write your text by using single quote or double quote. So we are going to be right here. So this is for Y label. So this is Y label for the voltage. So I will mention voltage. Okay. Similarly, I will create another label for the x-axis. PLT is the alias dot x label. It is a predefined function or method to create the x label. Similarly, earlier we discussed about y label. So now we give the value to this. This is nothing but the current. So we give the label for the y-axis as well as for the x-axis. Now what is next? We want to give the title. This is nothing but the title, which is going to be displayed on the top of this line plot. So we are going to be provide the title now. So how to provide the title? PLT dot title, TITLE title is nothing but a predefined function or method belongs to this library. So give any title, whatever you want to show on the top of this line plot. So let's say this is the value of the title, voltage current comparison. Or maybe you want to change it, you can write whatever. Voltage current comparison, whatever. So this title, it is going to be displayed on the top of line plot. This is the top portion of this line plot. So it is going to be display the title there. After that, we want some grid. This is the grid, the square in the background of this line plot. If we want that, we need to use a predefined function that is called grid. So we are going to be use this now. PLT dot grid. Okay. It will contain the value likewise true and false. If true, it will create the grid in the background of this line plot. If it is false, it will not do it. Then at the end, we want to draw this line plot. Okay. On our output screen. So for that, we will use a predefined function. It is called show. So PLT dot show. This predefined function PLT dot show, it will draw the line plot on your output screen, and then you can see it. So just you are going to be run it. Okay. So when you run it, it is going to be display the output as a line plot. This library I already installed in the Thony editor. So that's why it is able to display the line plot on our screen as a figure 1. So see this. This is the title, voltage current comparison. The x-axis title is current, y-axis title is voltage. So it will take the value for the x-axis from the list A, and y-axis it will take the value from another list, voltage, and it is going to be draw the line plot. So this is called line plot. We can draw any kind of plot, as I mentioned in the slide, pie chart, histogram, as well as the bar chart. Okay. So did you understood or not, dear students? So first of all, we have to import the library. Then we are going to be store our data in two lists, V for voltage, A for current. After that, we use a predefined function plot to plot this line plot. Then we give the label for the y-axis as well as the x-axis. We want some title to this line plot, which is going to be represent on the top of the line plot. Then PLT.grid in the background of this plot, we want to draw the grid. This is nothing but the grid. This is square in the background of this line plot. It is coming through the grid, its value true. Then at the end, you want to show this line plot on your screen. So you will use a predefined function show. So plt.show. Then it will be show on your screen. Understood or no, dear students? Hello.
Yes, Mr.
Okay. So similarly, I am going to take another example to draw the bar chart. This is called bar chart. Okay. This is called bar chart. So this is the question here. Using matlib library, we are going to draw the bar chart to represent the number of students with their level. So there is the level, diploma first year, second year, advanced diploma, BTech. And corresponding this, we have number of students in each level in this list. Let's say diploma first year, we have number of students 1,236 and so on and so forth. So based on this data, we are going to draw the bar chart. So how we can do this? So see this. Similarly, we will import the library. Similarly, we need to import the library. Okay. Import matplot.pyplot as PLT. Use a data structure list to store the value of the level, diploma first year, second year, third year, advanced diploma, and BTech. So which type of list is this? Which type of list is this? Is it integer type, string type, or float type, or any other data type?
String.
Who want to tell me?
String.
This level list, which type of data is going to be stored in this list? Level?
String.
A string, mashallah, mabruk. A string. Why? Because each data is going to be stored with single quote or double quote or even triple quote we can store. Then we have another list, number of student. This is the variable I created, the name of the list, NOS, number of student. So it is containing the number of student. So which type of list is this?
Integer.
Only one student is answering all the
Integer.
time.
Is it
Integers.
integer?
Integer, yes, very good, Mabruk. So this list containing the data, integer, number of students. Now we want to plot the bar chart. Earlier we plot the line chart. So now plt dot bar, it is a predefined function in this library which is responsible to create the bar chart. This is called bar chart. So we use it bar. We give its value x-axis, y-axis value. So on the x-axis, we want the level of the student, diploma first year, second year, advanced diploma, and the BTech. In y-axis, we want to represent the number of student in each level. So we pass the value from the first list, level, second list, number of student, NOS. Then we want to provide the label likewise the earlier to our line chart. So we will use the same function, x label for the x-axis, y label, provide the label for the y-axis. So here you mention the value label, it will be represent for the x-axis, y label, it will represent the number of student for the y-axis. After that, you want to display the title of this bar chart, sorry. So this is my bar chart. I want to display the label, title. So this is the title. It is going to be displayed on the top of this bar chart. So I will use a predefined function. It is called title. So I have written title. So whatever the title you want to give to your bar chart, you can modify as per your requirement. After that, plt.grid, it is a predefined function. I want to draw the grid in the background of this bar chart. You see, this is nothing but the grid. Okay, these are the squares. Row and column are going to be designed in the background of this bar chart because of the grid. Give its value true, and true is nothing but the which data type? Boolean data type. So its value become true, then it is going to be display this grid in the background of this bar chart. If you give the value false, it will not going to be display. At the end, you want to show this bar chart on your screen. You want to draw this bar chart on your screen. You want to display this bar chart on your screen. Then you need to use a predefined function. It is called show. So plt.show. Then this bar chart, it is going to be show on your computer screen. Then you will see the output. So just run this program and wait for a while. It is going to be display the bar chart. This complete area is called figure 1, and this is the bar chart. This is the bar chart. So here is nothing but the title you display by using a method or title function. This is the y-axis, number of student you are going to be represent to the y-axis, and label diploma first year, second year, advanced diploma, and BTech you represent as a label to the x-axis. And we design a very beautiful bar chart with the help of this data. Okay, student label and number of student. This data, it is depend on our program, whatever the data we have. Based on that, we want to draw the line chart, bar chart, pie chart, histogram. Okay, so this library, it is really very useful in the research area. Okay, in the research area. Okay, you want to do the research or you want to do some publication. So in that field, really it is very useful. So in the future, if you are going to publish any paper or any data you are going to be represent with the help of the pie chart, bar chart, histogram, then you can use this library. But this library, first you need to be install it. How to install? Earlier I told you, just go to the tool, manage packages, write the name of this library here, search it. It will be displayed here on the top, select it and install it. Then you are ready to use the function from this library in your program. So this is all about the matplotlib library. This is not only the Wahid way to import this library. You can import the library in another way, something like this, from matplotlib import pyplot as plt. So either you can import the library like this or like that. Anyone you can use. There are several ways to import the library. Okay, so either you can use this or that. Both it will be work in the same way. Understood or no, dear students?
Yes, mister.
Okay. So any question, anything else related to the matplot library? Then now I need to call to my colleague, Miss Anne. She is the program director of computer engineering, and she will take the floor now. And she is going to be represent the Python files. That is also really very, very important for you. Okay, so please listen the lecture carefully. Miss Anne.
Sir. Yes, sir, I will take.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Let me share my screen.
Again, we have to share screen.
Sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. I hope you can see. All
Yes,
of you can
miss.
see my screen? Okay.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so let us start. This is chapter 6. We are dealing with files in chapter 6. So let us come to see what do you mean by a file? What do you mean by a file? You know different types of files. Give me some types of files. Give me some types of files. You have text files. Okay. You have image files. You have executable files. Okay. Yeah. So various types of files are there. What's the importance of files? What's the importance of files? What's the use of files? Simply we create it. Why do we need files?
To keep our work in one file.
Yes, to store the data. Okay, so files are used to store the data. You can create one file, multiple files. You can group the files together to form folders. So basically files are created to store data. You can store it as long as you want till it is deleted. Okay, so a file is a common storage unit in a computer where you can read the data from it. What do you mean by read the data? You can take the data from it. Okay, read the data means you can take the data from it as well as you can write the data to it. Okay, you can create a file. From the file, if there is some information in the file, you can read the information as well as you can write the information to the file. Okay. So a Python file object in Python, as well as in other programming languages also, we can perform file operations. So a Python file object represents a file on a file system. Simply, okay, it just shows a file on a file system. A file object opens for reading a text. A file is iterable, meaning what? You can repeat the operation on a file for any number of times. Okay, you can repeat an operation on file for any number of times. So when we iterate over it, iterate means repeat over it. It produces the lines in the file. Okay, so this is just the basic introduction of file. Let us go to our part. So file handling in Python. We can open files, we can read from the files, we can write into the files, we can add to the files. Add to the files means append to the files. Already in list, we have seen one append option. That means you can add more data to the list. Okay, similar to this, you can append to a file. Append to a file means, suppose that you have a file and if there is this much data to the file, Okay, if you have a file, you have this data into the file. When you append new data to the file, for example, the new data that you're going to append is 1, 2, 3. This will be added to the end of the previous file. That is the meaning of appending data to the file. Okay, and finally, close the file. Closing the necessary, but it is required, because if the file is left open, maybe it will be or maybe some garbage value, unwanted values will be written to the file. So always after performing an operation, remember to close the file. That is, after opening a file, you can do whatever you want in the file, then remember to close the file. Okay, so this is the procedure. We open the file, okay, do whatever operations required on the file, and finally close the file. Okay, you can follow this procedure. So coming to file functions. So we will see some of the file functions like open. So what will be open? Open will be to open a file. Okay, so you can open a new file. So suppose that the file is not there, it will create a new file. If the file is already there, it will open the existing file. Then similarly, close function. So open is easy. What is open? You have to just open the file. If the file is there, it will open the existing file. If the file is not there, it will create a new file. Then close. Then what will be close? What will be close? Saja? I could see some of the mics being unmuted in between. So Saja, if open is to open a file, what will be close? You can answer. Anyone? Yes. Anyone can unmute and answer. Or all left?
Miss, can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. You see, open is used to create a new file or to open an existing file. Then what is the use of closing the file? What is the use of this close function? What does the name close indicate?
To close the file.
Same, close the file. Okay. So open means you are going to open a file. So close means you are going to close the file. Similarly, write means what? You are going to write some data to the file. Okay. Write data to file. You are going to write data to the file. So similarly, when you are reading or taking the contents. Okay. Taking or reading data from file. Okay, you are reading data from the file. Okay, so these are some of the file functions that you are going to see. So what is the first thing that we saw? File handling in Python. We have to know about opening files, read from the files, write from the files, adding data to the files, closing the files. Now we saw some file functions here. Open, close, write, and read. Let us relate it. So to open a file, which is the function that we use? To open a file, which is the function that we use? We will use the open function. Okay, to open a file, we will use the open function. Okay, we will use the open function to open a file. To read from the files, we will use the read function. To write to the files, we will use the write function. And to close the files, we will use the close function. Okay, so this is how the functions are going to be used. Now we'll see the modes, ways in which you can open file. So this also easy. So what will be R? R stands for read. W stands for write. And A stands for append. Okay, R stands for read, W stands for write, and A stands for append. So what do you mean by read operation? It will open an existing file, okay, and it will perform read operation. So if the file is not there, it will create an error. So when you are going a read operation, it will open an existing file and it will perform read operation. Now, if there is no file, okay, it will display or it will create a error. It will show an error that file doesn't exist. This is a read operation. Now let us go for write operation. So write operation, suppose the file is not there, it will create a new file. Okay, suppose the file is not there, it will create a new file and it will write data to the file. If the file is already there, okay, if the file already exists, that means if the file is already there, what happens is suppose that there are some contents in the file, okay, there are some contents, meaning there are some data into the file. But when you perform the write operation, what happens is these data will be lost. Okay, when you perform the write operation, these data will be lost and the new data will be written in the file. Okay, the new data will be written in the file. So it will write or overwrite the data into the file. When you open in which mode? Write mode. Okay, so what is write mode? It's like, you know, you are opening a page in your book. Okay, it's like you are opening a page in your book. Already something is written in pencil. So when you are going to open in the write operation, you are going to rub the data with rubber, with the eraser, and you are going to write on top of that. This is your write operation. So whatever was the existing data is already lost. Okay, so write operation. If we are opening a file or if we are opening a file in write operation, if the file is not there, it will create a new file and it will perform write operation. If the file is already there, it will overwrite the contents of the file with the new contents. Contents means what? Data of the file. Okay. Now we have append operation. So what is append operation? It will create a new file or same like before. Okay, it will create a new file or it will open an existing file. Now, what is the difference with write? Write, when you perform write, whatever data was there in the file will be erased. But here, what happens is, suppose that this much data is there in the file. Once you perform append operation, new data will be added to the end of the file. Okay, this is append operation. So it not delete the existing data. These three modes we are going to see. There are other modes also like R plus, W plus, etc. We are not going to go into that. Okay, so three modes we are going to see: R, W, and A. R is for read, W is for write, and A is for append. Okay, fine. So let us go to the next slide. How to open a file. So how do you open a file? Write a name for the file object. So what's the file object? Just a variable name which give access to the file. Okay, write a name for the file object. Then use the open function. Write the file name and the mode in which you need to open. So what are the modes that we have seen? We have seen read, write, and append mode. Okay, so give a file name or give a file object name. Give a file object name like fnew. Here, any name you can give: f1, f2, fnew. Okay, or any what you say, student. Okay, like that. Any object name you can give. Okay, this is like a user-defined name. Okay, any name you can give. Use the open function and give a name for the file. Here, I have given a sample with f1.txt. f1.txt is the name of the file. And open it in the mode that you want. You have three modes which you are learning now: read, write, and append. If the file exists in the same folder or in the same directory where the program is written, just give the name of the file like this. Okay. But if it is in some other directory, that means in some other location or in some other storage device, for example, you are reading the file from your flash drive or you are reading the file from another folder, not where the program is written, then you need to give the path to the file. Okay, then you need to give the path to the file. So what is the syntax of open? You have to give a file object. For example, I can give any name for the file object, maybe fnew. Okay, and then use the open function, give the name of the file that is to be opened. Okay, so any name, maybe f2 new.txt. This is the name of the file that I'm going to open, and then write the mode. If I write W, this particular file will be opened in write mode. If I write R here, it will be opened in read mode. If I write append, it will be opened in append mode. Okay, so this is our open function. So we can see some examples now. Open a text file in the current directory and read all the data from it at one time. So here, first we need to open. How do you open a file? Give a name for the file object, okay? Use the open function and give the name of the file that you need to open. Here I have used the name f1.txt. So remember, when you are going to read the contents, okay, you have to give the name of an existing file. If you are trying to read a file that does not exist, it will give you an error. So here I am trying to read a existing file f1.txt. So this is the first step what we need to do. Then what we need to read the contents of the file into a variable. For example, here I have used the name as contents, or you can use any other name. For example, v1. So v1, write the name of the file object, which will contain all the details of the file. Dot read operation is used to take the contents from the file. So v1 equal to fnew.read. Now we need to print the data. So print, where does it have the data? In v1. Okay, so print v1. Okay, so the data of the file will be printed. And finally, just close the file in order to avoid any unwanted errors on the file. So this is how you are going to read the data. So let us execute this and see. Okay, so let us see a file. So suppose that, here there's a file, already there's a file F1. Okay, some data is already there in the file F1. Okay, so let us read the contents of the file F1. Okay, so how do you write the program? Give a name for the file object equal to, we use the open function. Okay, in the open function, give the name of the file. So my name of the file was f1.txt. Give the mode in which you need to open it. So I'm going to use R. Then we used a variable in order to take the contents, okay, from the file. So we write here fnew dot, since we need to read, we use the read option. Print the contents of the file. For example, here the contents of the file is in v1. So we are printing it, and finally close the file. Okay, close the file. So let us run it. I'll just name it as sample. Let us run this one. So here when you run, here you can see the contents of the file, which was same as the contents of the file that we have opened it here. Okay, so this is how you will read the contents of a file. Now, let us write to the file. Okay, let us write to the file. What's the difference that you need to do for write? Fnew, open a file. Instead of read mode, you have to open it in write mode. Now what you need to do, you have to use the command for write. So the function for write is write like this. Okay, so we have to use the file object, use the write function. Suppose you want to write something to the file. Okay, so I'll just write it like, now we are having computer, maybe I put a slash in. Okay, computer programming /n. Okay, I can write it in the same line, or I can write it in the different line. f1.write seminar. Okay, so let us run this. Before I run, let me just show you the contents of f1.txt. This is a file that already exists. Okay, this was a file that was existing. So computer programming, this was the content of the file f1. Okay, this was the content of file f1. Now we are going to run the program now in write mode. So what is the content of file f1? We had the content like this in file f1. Okay, computer programming, Python, all the best for this one was the content. Okay, so now we are going to open the same file in write mode. So I'm going to run it. Okay, it's already run. So let us see the content of f1. So what is the difference now? What's the difference that you notice? The previous content, the previous data is overwritten by the new content. Okay, why? Because we have written it in write mode. Okay, before there was some content in F1 that has been overwritten by the new content, which we have now written into this file. Okay, so this is how we open it in write mode. Suppose that this is a file which doesn't exist. For example, I'm going to name it as F3. So what happens is a new file will be created. The name of the file will be f3.txt. Now, if you go to here, you will see a new file F3 and you will see that it is written with the content that is written here, or the file has the data that is written here. Okay, so this is our write operation. So we have seen now read and write. So let us see here another example. Open f1.txt in write computer programming Python. Okay, so what happens is your file F1 is having the content now computer programming Python. Now let us read it here. I have written another program here, f1.txt in read mode. Okay, so this is a variable which will hold all the data from the file and we are printing it. So when you are running it, the content of the file that we are reading, see here, this is F1, this is a content. Let me close Unmod. Okay, the content of F1 as it is shown here is displayed here. Now let us do append operation. Okay, let us do append operation. We are going to open the same file f1.txt and I'm going to open it in append mode denoted by A. Okay, let us write here. We have come almost to the end of seminar. And here, have a nice weekend. Nice weekend. Okay, so let us see what happens now. I'm going to run the program. Okay, the program is run. Oh, I have run it 2 times, I guess. Okay, so let us see what will be the content of F1. Okay, let us go and see what's the content of F1. Open F1 and you can see that here the content of F1 is written. Okay, so if you want to leave space and all, you can just use a slash in there. Okay, we can just use a slash in here. Let me just again go write it. Okay, and then come here. Let us append it. Okay, let us see the content of the file now. So here, this is what has been written first by using the write mode. And this we have written with the append. So what happens here is whatever is the data that is there already remains the same and the new data is written to the end of the file. Now let us use the read operation to read the file, okay? To read the contents of the file. So you can see that the contents of the file is read here. Did you understand the operations? Did you understand the operations? Okay, now let us go back to some more examples. So here actually we are writing some numbers into the file, okay, some data into the file. Okay, let us see, just run this example also and see. So here we are opening a file text.txt in write operation and we are writing this particular statement followed by the value of i+1. Okay, followed by the value of i+1. We have used a loop here, which will run 10 times from 0 to 9, and we are writing the value of i+1. So let us just run it. So the program is run. So when we go and see the file, there will be a new file text.txt that will be created here. Here, test.txt, and the content is written to the file. Similarly, one more program is there. We are opening a file. We are writing some content to the file and we are reading the contents of the file. Okay, we are reading the data from the file. Let me just run that also. So here we are writing a name. That's a string. That's why we have mentioned here %s. In the previous program, we were writing a number. That's why we have written here %d with an integer number. Okay. So now here we are writing a string. Okay. So we are writing here %s. So here what does it do? It will open in write mode, and we are going to write 3 names to the file. Okay. We are going to write 3 names to the file. And then we close the file. We are going to open the file and read the contents. Okay, so we are just going to run it. Enter name Ahmed, enter name Sacha, enter name Saleh. Okay, so 3 times. And here, so the names are written to the file and the names are read from the file. If we go here, we will see the same file f2.txt. Okay, we will see the file here f2.txt. This is a content that is written to the file. Okay. With that, we are coming close to the file operations. Slide will be shared with you. Thank you. Okay, sir. I have finished. Okay, all of you. We have finished the presentations. Any doubts you can just ask now. I think very few people are there. The presentation is recorded and that will be shared with you. Okay, oh, you already have it. Okay, and the slides also will be shared with you by your respective teachers.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay, you can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.